It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. We've got an excellent matchup on our hands in this one. Two of the league's craftiest starters go head-to-head next. Jose Berrios will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, thanks. Coming on Jose Berrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life, 94 to 97 miles an hour, power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all three pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He will lead this one off today. Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting second, the right fielder, Oscar Mercado.
Into the box, Oscar Mercado. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And now a pitch on the way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Two gone now.
The third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
2-1 to Jose Ramirez. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Daryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Daryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First offering on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll take a look at ball one. Lifetime against Jose Berrios. Comes in with 6 hits in 17 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. And he takes a called strike one. Looking at his career totals, Santana averages a hit once every 4 at-bats. An average at exactly 250. Ready with the 1-1. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Ready with the 2-1. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Striding in for the Indians, Roberto Perez. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat.
Oh, that's out.
Ramirez on third. Reyes at second. Santana on at first with 2 down. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The set and the 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Shane Bieber gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Digging in, Luis Arias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Twins, the second baseman, Luis
Now the pitch.
Arias.
And he gets ahead 0-1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got...
Ouch, that one hit him.
Of course, the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
At the plate, Jorge Polanco. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Cruz, or the boomstick as he's appropriately nicknamed. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
1-1, here it comes. None out, runners at first and second. Struck him out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count.
Batting
1 and
fourth.
2, you're probably
The
expecting
designated
some
hitter.
sort of off-speed
Yeah.
pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a
No.
good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Here's Miguel Sano.
That's a
A
ball.
ball and no strikes.
Ball one, no strike.
First and second now, one man out. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it
Batting
yet.
fifth.
We'll see if he can feed
The
off
third
that
baseman.
K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach.
Batting
Not trying
fifth.
to do too much,
The
just
catcher.
taking it right back up the
Fifth.
chute again, staying within
Garver.
himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Stepping in now, Mitch Garver, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Comes set, the 0-1. Yank the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Two down, runners at first and second. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
The 2-2 pitch. Ramirez is up with it, and he'll just step on third, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back in Minnesota for the second inning in this one, and Heidi Watney has an update on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
Well, fans of good pitching are in for a real treat today. Guys, what can we expect from the matchup?
Well, Matty, these are two guys that aren't hard throwers. They're more touchy-feely guys. Hard, soft, up, down, in and out, D-row. And these are the kind of guys that can really frustrate you when you're in that batter's box.
100%, Dan. When you got a flamethrower on the mound, he's going to live and die with his good stuff. But when you got a finesse guy out there, you step out of the box and a lot of different thoughts start entering your mind. What should I sit on? This is going to be an interesting matchup.
Number 8, Jordan.
In now for Cleveland, Jordan Luplow, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Despite possessing some of the nastiest stuff in the big leagues, Luplow enters this one with an ugly ERA despite having a reputation as one of the better control pitchers in the game. And guys, I have to wonder if age is playing a role in an apparent decline.
Yeah, Matt, this has been one of those up and down season and more downs than ups. And this is one of those, it's hard to explain. You look at his repertoire of pitches, it says, hey, this guy should be pitching a lot better than he is. He's had a really difficult time this year missing the barrels of bats. That's why the ERA is high, and that's why he hasn't been as consistent as he's been in the past.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
So here's Tyler Naquin. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Bottom of the inning now, so striding in, Eddie Rosario, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Rosario.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1-0.
One and two now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Max Kepler.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Ball one, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0. Misses. Ball two.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Gets a small piece near the plate. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And the pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Lindor. Right to him. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back to the top of the order now. Opening up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. 2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. Still even at 2-2. Here it comes. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. He takes the turn and heads for second. This will kick up against the wall now. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Into the box now, Oscar Mercado, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So stepping in, Jose Ramirez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way.
Counts 1-0.
Ready with the 1-0. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
At the plate, Franmil Reyes, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's inside. 2-0.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Ready with the 3-0. 3-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
The batter, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Now at the plate, Carlos Santana, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and the Triber held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. It remains 1-0. Striding in once again, Luis Arias. Remember, he was hit by a pitch to kick off the home first.
You want to get on as a leadoff guy any way you can, but that's a painful way to get to first base.
And the pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Now the 1-0.
Ball 2.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Now the 2-0. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Swing and a line drive. And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
D-Roll, this is the kind of guy, he doesn't really scare you as a pitcher because he's not a home run hitter, but somehow, some way, he always seems to get the barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's going to make you earn it, Dan, no doubt about it. He stays within himself. He doesn't try and do too much. One of those quality guys that walks through the clubhouse door every day. You know exactly what you're getting.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one. Now the 1-0. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. The 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Good knuckle curve, and he's got him behind 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Two out with the man at first. And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So 2 on with 2 away, and here's Donaldson. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And another foul ball. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Twins strand a pair, but they're on top 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Roberto Perez.
Leading off
He's
for
0
the
for
Indians.
1 thus far.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Perez, playing here in his age 31 season. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Set to deal on 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
So now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled.
The left fielder, number 8, Jordan Luplow.
Now batting, Jordan Luplow, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The pitch.
Hey.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Tyler Naquin would be next. Another full count offering on its way. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. In now, Mitch Garver
Leading
comes
off
into this
for the
at-bat
Twins.
0 for 1 in the ball
The
game.
catcher, Mitch Garver.
First offering on its way.
Yeah.
The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Aye. I got the count. 2-2.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher
left
that has a
fielder,
good
number
fastball.
20.
And what does he do?
Eddie
He just throws this good fastball
Rosario.
right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate now, Eddie Rosario. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Heading after it is Naquin. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max Kepler.
Now at the plate, Max Kepler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
No strike.
One run on 3 hits and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And this will be fouled away. The 2-1 home. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Well, partway through this one, and it's safe to say that both of these starters have brought their best stuff, and each lineup looks a bit helpless out there.
Well, this one's kind of gone as we thought, D-Roll. Both of these command pitchers down in the strike zone, moving the ball up, down, in and out, making it very difficult for these hitters to put anything together.
Yeah, a lot of soft contact, a lot of indecision on the part of both offenses. Nobody seems to want to pot commit to any pitch because these guys are really mixing and matching.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Oscar Mercado.
Stepping up to the plate, Oscar Mercado. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Polanco will put this one away, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, so that'll bring in Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Oh, Ryan.
In now, Luis Arias, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. It was a single for him in his last at bat. Now the 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lazy fly ball out to center field. In comes Naquin, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Beggars can't be choosers right there.
The batter, number
we
11.
love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
A 1 pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. On the run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. From the stretch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
1 ball, no strikes to count. No hits to this point. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. The 3 of us are back with more following this. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Boy, this is an absolute gift for them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And standing in is the DH, Franmil Reyes. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball. Count 1-0.
And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Here's the 1-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Nobody out, runner on first. Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH. On deck, Carlos Santana. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with two strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Santana has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Yanked on the ground down the line. Runner at second here with one man out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Still 2-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The 2-2 one more time is swung on and missed. He got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Roberto Perez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Ready with the 1-1. Here's a pop-up now. And Donaldson will put this away, and that retires the side. Indians leave one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready once again, Miguel Sano. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Miguel Sano.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
It counts 1-1. Count is 2-1. Ball 3.
Well, ball 3, and the Twins would love to get this inning started any way they could to get that leadoff guy on.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Josh Donaldson digging in now.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2. One out, nobody on. Hit hard to short. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Up next for Minnesota, Mitch Garver. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Down go the Twins in order, but they lead it 1-0. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a bunt attempt here. The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. In there, a base hit. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Digging in to try it again, Jordan Luplow. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up, and now the possible tying run is in.
Tyler Naquin.
Runner at second, 1 away, and into bat next it'll be Tyler Naquin. He's set, and the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swung on and missed, 1-1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here.
Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play, and that'll compound matters even further.
And don't forget, on a ball thrown out of play, the rule says that the runner gets the base he was running to plus 1 more.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Randy Dobnak will
Your
come on out
attention,
of the
please.
bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Number 68, Randy Dobnak.
Francisco Lindor will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Popped up. Kepler is under it near the mound, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Oscar Mercado.
So digging in now, Oscar Mercado. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with two down. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
The 0-2.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
To short. He's right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Indians forced to settle for one. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the seventh. Get up and stretch, all tied at 1-1. Nick Whitgren gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Number 62, Nick Whitgren.
Standing in, Eddie Rosario. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far.
Eddie Rosario.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball one. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Fouled off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. It's his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan.
I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is
No strikes to count. The 1-0. Hot shot on the ground is short. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out.
Now batting, center fielder, Byron Buxton.
One gone now in the Minnesota 7th, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. First pitch of the at-bat, and it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Whitgren offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now, Luis Arias pulls this one into the air out into right field. Mercado will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. 8th inning coming up, all tied at 1-1. So striding forward now, Jose Ramirez. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First pitch on its way. We've seen outstanding performances from both of the starters in this one all game long. Both of these guys have been able to stay a few steps ahead of batters they've faced, and we'll see if either lineup can scratch something across in the later innings of the game.
You know, D-Row, this is what happens sometimes when you get guys out there like these two pitchers that move the ball up, down, in and out. They disrupt timing, and it just looks like both teams have been very uncomfortable in the batter's box.
It just seemed like the catcher never moved his glove on either side today. They were throwing darts out there, executing all 4 quadrants, and kept both teams off balance.
Nope, upstairs.
Too high. 1-2. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Is in there. A called strike 3.
Now batting.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. High and deep to center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they've taken a 1-run lead.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition after score with only 6 outs to go.
To the plate now, Carlos Santana.
Carlos.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. And he lays off the 0-2 splitter. 1-2 now. Jammed him a little here as this is hit softly to the left side. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
At the plate, Roberto Perez tried to hold back, but this is popped up. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
That's a ball.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
One out, one on in a 1-run game. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there and advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
At the plate now, Cesar Hernandez, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. The set and the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Indians strike for 1 on this solo homer. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's now 2-1 Cleveland. Adam Cimber is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Adam Cimber.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Digging in, Jorge Polanco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
From the stretch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here it comes, 1-0. Right side hit hard. And this is through into right field, so the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
Up next for the Twins, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. And this is hit hard to the right side. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. Cimber was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Miguel Sano is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Ball 2 now. Cimber, a native Oregonian. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-0 pitch. And he misses ball 4, so now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Digging in once again, Josh Donaldson. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
First offering on its way. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. Tag not in time. And we are tied here in the 8th.
Number 8.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up in any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Oliver Perez will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Mitch Garver will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Perez with a good fastball there to start the at-bat. No balls and a strike.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
The 0-1 pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Well, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2.
The left fielder, number 20.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Eddie Rosario. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. One and one. Here it is. A ball and 2 strikes now. From the stretch, the 1-2. Fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Twins forced to settle for 1. We've played 8 full, and we are tied 2-2. Domingo Santana is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now here's the pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
Ready now, Tyler Naquin. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. And it's 1-2. Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Line to the right side. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate. Kept his hands back. Stayed through the baseball. And delivers a hard hit line drive.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Now the 1-2 pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. DeShields breaks from the bag. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. He's running again. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Tyler Duffy takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Tyler Duffy.
Settling in now, Oscar Mercado. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's low.
The 1-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now the 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Runners are at the corners with one man out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Now the 3-2 pitch. And there's ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
So coming to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And this is low, ball 1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Fouled off. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Franmil Reyes will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. Here's the first pitch. Duffy, a native Texan. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
He's set the 0-1, and he popped him up. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. The relay to second now, but he's safe as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Dan, this had all the makings of going extra innings, but right there, a knock to drive in 2 for your team.
Yeah, D-Roll, that's a huge 2 RBI base hit here in the top of the 9th inning.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Stepping into the box, Roberto Perez looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Two out, bases loaded. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Ready with the 2-1. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Buxton is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Indians
Your
4
attention,
and the
please.
Twins 2.
This change
Domingo
for the
Santana
Indians.
takes over out in
Now
left
playing
field
center
after
field.
entering the game in a pinch
Number
hit role
0,
last half inning.
Delino.
Delino DeShields
DeShields.
stays in the ballgame batting
in
number
center
8
field.
and takes
Number
over in
0,
center field.
Delino. DeShields.
Brad Hand
Now
is the
pitching
man
for
called
the
on to close this one and
Number
earn a
33.
save in the ninth.
Brad Hand. Now in left field, number 24, Domingo Santana.
Stepping in, Max Kepler.
Leading
He'll
off
lead
for the
things
Twins.
off here as we play the
The
bottom
first
of the
baseman.
ninth.
Looks like a tall order trying to
Kepler.
tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, inside.
Hand, a 6'3" left-hander. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
Nope, that's inside.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Pitch on the way.
Ball, that's out.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Full count to Max Kepler. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and he pops him up. But this will land untouched. That's lifted the other way out to left. Long run for the left fielder, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So he waited
center
till the
fielder,
9th
number
inning, but he
25.
comes through here to extend the
Byron.
hit streak. That was close.
Buxton.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on him because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Digging in, Byron Buxton. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Here it comes, 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
2-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Now the 2-1. Here's a hot shot that'll be caught at first base. And that's a loud out number 1.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis Arias.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Luis Arias. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot
The
to say
batter,
about
number
that
11.
pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 1-0 delivery. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
4-2 the final score today. The Cleveland Indians came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Oliver Perez gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Brad Hand earns the save out of the bullpen, his 7th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Twins, 2 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ballgame, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.